Hi everyone, Jesse here with Etrailer. Today we'll be taking a look at and I'll show you how to install the CURT custom fit trailer hitch receiver on our 2025 Nissan Frontier. Adding a hitch to a small truck like the Frontier really makes a ton of sense. It gives you the ability to add extra storage space to the rear of the vehicle, whether it be something like a cargo carrier or a bike rack, or you can even do some towing with it. Just remember, if you plan on doing any towing, you will need to add on some trailer wiring to keep you safe and legal out there on the road. I prefer the Tekonsha kit. It's really simple to set up. You just have to plug in a plug and then add a few relays and you're ready to hit the road. We have a nice clean look with the hidden cross tubes behind the bumper. So all you'll be able to see is the receiver opening, and that's going to be your standard 2" by 2" receiver opening. Behind that is another standard 5/8" pinhole. The pin and clip are not included with the hitch. However, we have many options available here at Etrailer. Also, any accessory that you add on will most likely come with one included. On the bottom here, we have a wire type safety cable loop. Very easy to access with whatever style safety cable you have. For example, this S, or even a large clevis like this. Now we'll get some quick measurements, starting with our ground clearance. From the ground to the top of the inside of the collar is right at 16.5 inches. So that's about your middle ground for trailer coupler height. You may want to look for something with a slight rise to it. Then from the pinhole to the edge of our bumper here is 4 inches. So keep that number in mind for any folding accessories that you might add on to ensure they don't make contact with the vehicle. And for the weight capacities with this hitch, we have a gross trailer weight of 5,000 pounds. That's the amount of weight that you can pull behind the vehicle, and a maximum tongue weight of 500 pounds. That's the amount of weight pushing down on the hitch. You do have the option to use weight distribution with this hitch, and those numbers will jump up quite a bit with that. Your gross trailer weight goes up to 8,000 pounds, and your tongue weight goes up to 800 pounds. Always be sure to double check your Nissan's owner's manual to ensure that your Frontier can handle that weight safely. All in all, if you're looking to add a hitch to your Frontier, you really can't go wrong by something made by a trusted brand like CURT. If you have any questions or concerns about this hitch or anything else we offer here at Etrailer, feel free to reach out to us. We'd be happy to get you pointed in the right direction. As for the installation with this hitch, it's honestly one of the easier hitches you can do. You will have to lift the weight of the hitch up above your head to get some hardware started. So if it's not something that you're looking to do yourself, check out our dealer locator. You can find someone local to you that would be happy to help you get this installed. If you are looking to see how this gets set up, then follow along and I'll walk you through the process. We'll begin our installation underneath our vehicle. We need to locate our 3 weld nuts on both sides that we'll be using to install our hitch. And depending on the age of your truck, you may have some rust and corrosion built up. So I like to just take a wire brush, clean it out, and then I follow that up with the hardware for our hitch, thread it in and out a few times. Make sure it's nice and smooth, that way we're not fighting those threads when we have the weight of the hitch up above our head. While I have the hardware here, we'll talk about it. So each one of those weld nuts will get a bolt with a conical tooth washer. You want to make sure that those teeth are facing towards the hitch, that way they bite down on it and hold on to it. Now I'd recommend grabbing an extra set of hands. I have my main man, Jonathan, here to help me lift the hitch up. So we'll lift it up. Our only real obstacle is the tailpipe on my side, but it's not too hard to sneak it around. And then we'll line up our holes with the weld nuts. And we just want to get one bolt started on both sides. That's going to hold it up for us. Make it easier to get the rest of our hardware installed. Now before we tighten everything down, just take a look at your receiver opening here. Make sure it's as centered as you can get it because those holes are slotted. So you can slide it back and forth. And once you're happy with that, we'll take our 19mm socket and get our hardware tightened down. Now we'll go over our hardware with a torque wrench to make sure that it's torqued down to the specification in the instructions. Once everything's torqued down, that's going to do it for our look at and installation of the CURT custom fit trailer hitch receiver on our 2025 Nissan Frontier.